It's Elizabeth, and if you know the numbers, just in February of the men that were on that website, it was 62 million men. And in America, we have 131.5 million men. And the number works out to be about 47% of those men were on the website of how to. I'm so tired of not being able to say the words, but it's torture. I was enslaved and tortured and harmed in childhood for 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and part of 11th grade until a friend spoke up for me and helped me get out of being a child sex slave. It took me 35 years to process what had happened to me for 3 years in childhood. And it took me until I was 50 years old to talk to a cop named Mo Greenberg, who opened a case against Paul Belt, my rapist, who's a pedophile who's still free. I then married somebody who thought he owned my body, and when I took Ambien and was unconscious, would do the same thing that these men are streaming about right now. This is an epidemic. This is a cancer. This goes beyond. It's an international website, but the main men that use it are American white men. And white men are our rapists. They're our fathers, our stepfathers, our brothers, our people we go on dates with, friends, our cousins, our sibling on sibling abuse. I promise you, the men in this generation are so damaged by what they've been exposed to. They've forgotten that they're a spark of God, of divinity, and they're here for a million different things other than get tied up in some kind of enslavement loop that just doesn't serve you or anyone else on this planet. Women, it's time for us to be the divine feminine and lead us through this chaos after patriarchy is dead, because it needs to die based on the evil darkness of these men alone, and the cancer and death and torture. I know torture. I was tortured as a child. I know what it is. Look, I do God spotting. I do something that helps you to connect with your source energy and your angels and your guides. I was a trauma therapist, a rape crisis counselor, and I'm obviously a victim of men that rape. And that's mainly white men. And so we need to target them and get them arrested, and also bring the pedo in chief. He needs to be arrested. And we need to, as women, start to feel biologically regulated in our nervous system,